How many cars can you think of that have two sunroofs? One for the front and one for the rear, which even has its own controls. 7-year-old me would have lost my mind. So why then do so many people tape them up or cover them in silicone, rendering them completely useless? I mean, it's not like they like to leak or anything, is it? Land Rover wouldn't do that. But what if there is another way? What if I told you that it's actually quite cheap to repair them, so 7-year-old me can carry on enjoying them? We'll close that, shall we? Welcome to Final Drive. I'll get my tools. So the first job is obviously to remove the headliner. What I tend to do is start from the front and work my way back, getting all the accessories off of it first and then taking off the screws that hold it up. You may have noticed that I've had it down before because I've retrimmed it, and that was because the sunroofs leaked before. But I'm older now and I'm wiser, so let's repair them properly. Now, at this point, I would normally do a musical montage of me stripping the roof down. We all love them, that's fine. But I thought this time I'd do something a little bit special. As we're talking about the roof, and it has this unique step in it that only the Discovery has, I thought you'd like to hear from the man himself who designed it. So please welcome an interview with Mike Sampson, the designer of the Discovery, with Martin from Land Rover Monthly, discussing why the roof looks like it does.
And of course the Discovery, known for its enormous load capacity, helped no doubt by the height of the boot, because of, you know, from the outset, it always had a stepped roof, so more height at the back than the front.
Yeah.
And that's something that they've sort of tried to continue on to the latest model, but it was certainly the most pronounced with the Discovery 1 and 2.
Yeah, and that was brought about really by the rear seating, because the rear seats are slightly higher than the front seats, what we call stadium seating. And then we'd got the side-facing occasional seats in the back, which gave you a height that you'd got to work to in terms of where the roof was, so that somebody could sit in there comfortably. So that determined that for us. It was really how you got from the front of the roof to the back of the roof. With a Defender, Land Rover, it's a single slope, and then you've got a flat piece of roof behind it. And we wanted to do something to differentiate Discovery from the Land Rover. So hence the step.
Makes total sense.
Yeah.
So there we go. Thank you very much, Martin and Mike. Martin especially for letting me use that bit of footage, and Mike for all you've done for the Land Rover community. I wanted to just touch on these because people have asked me in the comments a few times, what are these for? This is a very crude method of switching various things around the truck. In here, I have a split charge system. It's just basically a leisure battery with a voltage sensing relay on it, which when it sees 14 volt from the main battery, it knows the engine's running. It'll engage the relay and start to charge the leisure battery in here. It's a very crude method. I was going to put a plate over it and do it properly, but I sold the truck before I did that. I think I should quickly add, they're not all Christmas trees. There's a screw there, and there's a screw there. That's it. Nope, not that. There's one more at the top. That's it, there's like 4 more. So yeah. See, you just pull it. Depends how nice your truck is really. This one, just pull it. Take the seatbelt clip out. And there you go. I can't take that right out because the back of it looks like this. So yeah, don't copy that. And then just repeat for the other side. Obviously this side you've got your sensor, so be a bit careful with that. Unplug it and take it out. The cables for that sensor are actually remarkably short, so don't pull it too hard. You maybe even pop the sensor out first. I like to make my life difficult though. The spray glue that I used to put the new trim on previously is kind of holding it up, because I put it back when it's a little bit tacky. Thank you. My goodness. Headline is down. I think now's probably a good time to do a little test, don't you? Right, well I do want to run a little test, but my missus has just reminded me that we're actually still on a hose pipe ban, remarkably, and I don't own a watering can. Luckily what I do have is a 2-year-old daughter, and she does have a watering can. So here we go. We'll find out what's going on in a minute. Make it worst case scenario. Get it absolutely everywhere. Okay, so the test proves that it is the drain that's leaking. This one here, I mean, it looks like it's been repaired before. I can tell you that because I think I did it. But, oh. Well, that might be the issue. Okay, so here's the tube. I don't know why it's got, I'm going to take these off because I don't want the pipe to be higher than the drain. Anyway, here's the tube. A lot of people on the internet put like compressed air up them or water up them. I'm just going to blow it. Yep, we're good. I can hear it down there somewhere. So I will pour some water down it in a bit, but first things first, I need to get off the little bit that's stuck in the end of it. Where it's snapped clean off, it's still got a bit of plastic in the end of there, so I need to somehow try and get that out. I'm just going to heat it up a little bit, make it a little bit softer. Okay. Oh, hello. That's how you do that. Ugh, there you go. Right, I'll get my elephant, put some water up there, and see where it comes out. Many uses. That as high as I can. Let's go again. Oh, there it goes. Lots of mud came out. So I'd better do the same thing to the other side. I have just, however, found that my windscreen leaks. So that's another point of leak if you're chasing a leak around. I'm not going to repair that because this windscreen's quite new. So there we go. But let's try and get this one off without breaking it. So not that it really matters if I break it, because I'm replacing the drain fitting anyway. But it would be easier. Nearly smacked myself on the head. God, doesn't enjoy me today, does it? Right, can I blow that? Yep. Should we pour water down it anyway, just to be sure? Nah, it'd be alright. Cool, let's just get this out then. I have, however, just noticed that the drain fitting is actually loose. On this one, I shall show you. Now, you might think that was me pulling this off, and a bit of it might have been, but I'll cut back to a shot I did earlier when I was still taking the headliner down, and you can actually see condensation in this corner. So I do think that side is actually leaking, and that Torx bolt right in front of it kind of says so as well when compared to the others. That one is a rusty old boy. So yeah, I think they are both leaking, so it's worth doing. Just quickly before I go any further with that, I thought I'd get some magnetic bowls to help me with this job off of Amazon. Just be careful when you buy stuff off Amazon, what you wish for, because yeah. Right, let's go and have a look at that tray and see what's wrong with it. But just before we do, if you could hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It's free for you, but it makes a massive difference to me. I've just clicked over 1,000 subs still, not even at 1,200 yet. So click subscribe, go back and watch the back catalogue, see what you like, see what you don't like, and see what you need to do to your Discovery, because there's probably something in there that I've covered that you're going to need to do to yours quite soon. Right, this is what we're working with. So let's give it a bit of a wipe out, because it's a bit gross. But in that corner, effectively, you have that. These are the 3D printed ones. We'll talk more about these in a minute. But you have that in that corner that's supposed to have a thing on it, but it doesn't, and it leaks. You can see there's movement in that one. The other one's the same. You can kind of see if I get close up. It has actually come away there, look. So yeah, they're leaking. So we need to clean this up and glue these two new ones in. And I'll let you know what they're like before we go any further. I'm just going to try and sort of push it out, I think. Let's break it up. Come out then. Oh. There it goes. You didn't just cut me. Oh, I did. That's really sharp. All right. Need to clean all that up. Let's do the other side. There it is. Goes in. See ya, everything. There's quite a lot of sealant on it. Okay. Just gonna give it a little clean up, I think. Want to quickly interrupt what I'm doing here to say that all of this sort of stuff, this is some silicone remover, by the way, which I'm going to try and get this sealant off with, is all available on Amazon and available from the link in the description below. I've been able to become an affiliate partner with Amazon, so if you do buy this sort of stuff, I get a couple of % commission on it. It's the same price as it would be normally. My link just takes you straight to the normal listing, so just go in there, check it all out. Everything's on there, like the ball joint tool I used in the last video. Every video in all the descriptions now has been updated with any parts that you need from those videos that are available on Amazon and now available in my description. So go on there, just chuck it all in your basket, and when you get around to it, grab it off of there, even those stupid little bowls. This is really sticky. Also, in the description below, just quickly, there is 25% off a breakdown assist company. So that's really cool if you want to get your truck covered, and some emergency assistance, stuff like that. Also, there's a discount code in the description for a tracker. Now, obviously, these vehicles are not getting any cheaper, and they're not getting any younger. And like thieves and that are getting a lot more sophisticated, and they are starting to target old Land Rovers that are harder to track. So get into the description, get yourself a tracker, like a GPS tracker on there, get a discount code from me, and away you go. Keep your truck. Right, let's see if this thing's got a brush with it. It's quite old, this stuff, I must admit. Oh, it does have a brush. All right. Be the end of the paint on the table, wouldn't it? Let's read the instructions now we've used it. Remove old silicone as well as non-cured silicone. Well, this is well cured, it's 20 years old. Only 3 years old, but let's see what happens. Right, here's a slight update for you all. The silicone remover doesn't work on whatever Land Rover is used. It's like a tiger seal rather than like a silicone. Mansouri glue. But it's worked on the old silicone that I've put on. It's ripped that straight off. But it's not worked on any of that. So it's back to the drawing board. I'm telling myself not to use a blowtorch and just to burn it off. That's hot. That's better. Nice. Let's do it that way. It's really hot. Can't imagine why. You watch me get in trouble for getting black paint on the kids' party table, even though it'll have like a Peppa Pig table thing put on it anyway at a party. But that's what happens when you're 35, unfortunately. I'm going to use this stuff, Permatex stuff. Black adhesive sealant, it's like a glue and a sealant. So I'm going to kind of assume that it's sort of what I need. What I'm going to do is apply loads of this. Why aren't you coming out? Oh, there it goes. That's a little bit dry. All in there, all up there. Probably all around there as well. It's proper like industrial stuff, this is. Nice. Right. And then being careful not to get any in the end of it. We'll just clip. It did clip in before. There it goes. Nice. Let's just smooth it out because I can't help myself. What you don't want to do is leave the biggest of ridges. Get it right in the corners, but you don't want to leave a massive ridge for the water to get over, you know? Very careful. This table's on borrowed time. Nice. This stuff, oh, it does say it goes off in an hour, but not if it's raining. Okay, after I've had to just hide from the rain again, I've done the other drain in the garage this time because it's out of the way and it's drying, but the garage is a complete mess, so I can't really use it as a workshop and show you what I'm doing. But it's a good time. I've got to wait an hour for that to go off to check the rear one, make sure that's all good. So let's get the elephant back out, have another go at it. Oh, why did I lift it so high? Whoop, excuse you. Got a bit excited. Oh no, that door's open. Oops. Just found that the rear one comes out under there. I think, to be honest with you, the tube's behind the rear light, but that's working nicely that side. That side not so much, but then the truck's leaning over. So yeah, we'll call that good on the rears. I thought I would make your lives a little bit easier for you. I'm assuming you're here. I've just noticed that the elephant's still on the roof. Anyway, I'm assuming you're here because you need to do your sunroofs like I have. So I'll make your life a little bit easier. So I'm going to put a little kit together. So you've got everything you need to do it. Starting off with the main event, which is these little 3D printed drip trays. I've been in touch with the plastics company to get these a little bit cheaper. So they work really well. They clipped in really nicely. So I haven't actually recorded this sector or segment until after I fitted them because I wanted to make sure that they were any good. And they are, and they're cheap. So there you go. Just a pair of those. The sealant, again, wanted to use it before I did anything about it, and that is really thick and it's really nice. So yeah, but I'm gonna chuck in some gloves because that stuff is nasty. So set of them. Was going to actually include the silicone remover, but it did nothing when it came to the original sealant from Land Rover. So I'm not going to say that because it doesn't work, and I'm not that sort of person. And I'll chuck in a little bit of sandpaper as well, because that stuff is actually really good. Not going to add in the brake cleaner, not going to add in a blowtorch, obviously. I'm not going to add in the hammerite paint, because you guys can get that stuff. You've probably got it in the garage anyway. If you're anything like me, you own a Land Rover, you've probably got a garage full of crap. So you've probably got some black paint, you've probably got a blowtorch, or however you intend on removing the old silicone. But what you might not have is these. You definitely won't have these, or some of that. So I'll chuck it all in a kit together. These kits are 30 quid. So send me a message and I'll post them to you. That includes postage. I will post them out to you. You can either have one set of these just to do the front like I've done, or you can have two sets, and obviously they're about a tenner, so 40 quid for the set with both. Let me know. I will send it to you. I got bored. I've waited 45 minutes. I'm not waiting any longer. I'm putting this back in. All I'm not going to do is attach the hoses onto it, because obviously you'll just push the fixings back out the way. I've just discovered a bit of a problem. I've had the ignition on all day. I've been moving the seats back and forward and opening and closing the sunroofs and stuff like that, and just got to the point where I'm putting the front one back together. Went to test it. Absolutely nothing. Try. Nothing. Nothing whatsoever. Okay. Get a jump pack, shall I? Let's try again, shall we? A little boost pack, honestly, mad little thing. How do we think the sealant's doing? I can leave fingerprints in it. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, it's quite loose. All right. I'm just going to put the hose on and cable tie it gently. Jubilee clip I think is a bit excessive, but cable tie will be all right. Should I cut the end off? Yeah, let's cut the end off. There's plenty on it. That's better. Does move that fixing slightly, but that stuff's going to be pretty flexible right now. We should be fine. We should be fine. That's better anyway. Yeah, good. Let's do the other side. I'm not going to cable tie it. It's tight enough. Do the other side. If you feel it's a bit tight, just do yourself a favour and just heat it up a little bit, just to soften it up a little bit and get it on. Don't force it too much. Right, that's good. Nice. just something I want to point out while we're at this stage. That there, a little black box with a white sticker on it, is the receiver for your remote central locking. So if you haven't seen my other video, I'll link it up here, and that's what you need to replace if your key stops working. Just FYI. This is quite interesting. So you can see what's going on the back of the headliner. Funnily enough, there's a sunroof drain there and a sunroof drain there. So you can kind of see how it's all running down. This is obviously the passenger side, and then leaking out the middle. It's quite bad. Yeah. If you're going to retrim your headliner, obviously now's a good time to do it. It's not that difficult to do. I did this one myself and made a horrendous job of it, but once it's up, you can't really tell. I probably should add not to do it in a conservatory, because I let my missus help me and I very nearly killed her. She went very pale. It was the spray glue. Yeah, whatever. It wasn't good. Anyway, don't do it in a conservatory. Do trim it yourself, because you can just buy 4-way stretch fabric and some spray glue and just get on with it. It's pretty satisfying, I must admit. So I need to get this thing back in there. This is going to be a monster montage, so I don't know what music I'm going to use yet. Probably something quite upbeat. Let's go. Metal of the roof sits in there. So there it is. It's not the most technical job in the world, so I got distracted by a cat. But it's one well worth doing, because it causes complete havoc with your electronics if you don't do it. You've got obviously your remote receiver for your key, all your electronics for your sunroof, the sunroof ECUs in the roof, and it'll rot your windscreen surround as well if you're not careful. So it's well worth doing. Once you've got the headliner out, definitely retrim it. That's a whole nother story, but obviously I've already done it once, so making a video on it's quite difficult, unless a friend of mine buys a Discovery and I can do it to his. It's his lucky day if I do, because it's a pain in the bum, but it's worth doing. So if you want one of those kits, let me know. If you want any of the tools that I've used today, obviously hit the description up. I've got all the Amazon affiliate links in there if you want to have a look at those. Obviously if you want to get a tracker, stuff like that, it's all in the description. Go and have a look. But it's worth doing. Just get on with it. Just do it before the winter gets too bad. So see you later. That's not helpful, light. I don't care. It's got itself stuck on the threads. Come on. The bulb's falling out. How's that happen? Stop being a Land Rover. Come on now. I will pull you. And I will break you off. Mate, stop it. Thank you. My goodness. The headline is down. It's bonging, and I don't know why. We'll go and find out. Alright. I've got a magnetic tray on it. Sport mode? Like what? That can't be why. I don't know why it's bonging at me. Am I going to have to plug the nanocom in? Tell you what, I'll leave it for the minute. It's stopped. Alright, cool, it stopped, don't worry. Good, aren't they? We love them really.